you are in your early 20s or you're just coming out of high school, this is for you. When I was in high school, I ended up having to do another year of high school due to some situations. My mom making me stay out of school for a year, me being extremely behind, whatever. I ended up having to go to school for another year, which was really 6 months, but you can't really just do 6 months. So they called it as a year. Basically, I wouldn't graduate until the next year with the other graduates, right? And so when I got out of high school, I did not want to go to college. I was in a space of, I've been in school for all of these years. Like, I am not. And then one thing about it, very early on, I was very, very big on debt. Like, I don't know, nobody ever taught, mind you, my mom never taught me about debt. My dad wasn't around. I was never, ever taught about debt or owing or any of that, right? It was just something that just always was there naturally. And so when I got out of school, I was like, I am not about to go to college. Number one, I don't really care for school. I'm not big on studying and books and things. And then another thing is, I am not about to accumulate debt, because I've seen so many people go to school, go to college for certain things, and then they're left working at, maybe a fast food restaurant or a retail store or something that you don't need a college degree for. Now they have debt and it's just unnecessary, right? So that was another thing. So I was like, I am not about to go accumulate all that debt just to say I got a degree behind my name and then have to go work somewhere that I don't really want to work, right? So I said that to say, I took a few years before I actually, because I wanted to take time to like, what do I really want to do in life? Or what is it that I'm good at? Like, or what is it that I enjoy doing? Now, throughout this time, I had been doing hair since I was 5 years old. So when I was 5, my mom was in cosmetology as well. So she said she was licensed. I really don't know, but she knew how to do some hair and she knew how to do some nails. Nails was her biggest thing, but she knew how to do hair too. So when I was about 5 years old, she taught me how to braid. So she would have me braid my brother's hair over and over and over, y'all. And I mean, like as I'm braiding, if the braid ain't right, she would make me take it down and start it over and over until I got it right. So when I tell y'all braiding, I got it down to a science. Your girl got it down to a science. So I was braiding when I was 5, and when I turned 12, I did my first sewing, which was in my mom's head because her stylist phone had got cut off, couldn't get her number, blah, blah, hold on. So my mom taught me how to do a sewing in her head. So all throughout this time of middle school, elementary school, high school, I worked in a couple of salons. My first salon I worked in, I was like 13 or 14 as a shampoo girl, and I would do braid downs. And then as time went on, I worked in more hair salons. So anyways, but I never liked, the reason that I didn't want to pursue hair was because I didn't like people being late, and I didn't like the idea of no call, no shows, right? So anyways, that's why. So anyways, moving forward, like I said, I still did hair on the side, but I worked like little, jobs, whatever, to get me by. And when I got to a certain age, when I got like 22, 23, I was like, okay, it's time to start taking life serious. Let me get into what I know how to do, which is hair. So I decided to go to cosmetology school, and I got my license. Now, I say this to say, this is for the girls that are just getting out of school and in your early 20s. Don't just go to college because you want a degree behind your name. Go for something that you really desire, even if you have to wait a few years before you go. Even if you say, I just don't know. And you got people, listen, follow your own self. Don't follow what your mom wants you to do or your daddy wants you to do. Respectfully, honor thy mother and thy father. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you have to be in charge of your own life. Later on, your mom and dad are not going to be here forever. And at the same time, you have to be accountable for whatever you choose to do in your life. They're not going to be accountable for it. You are. So if you're not 100% sure on the career path you want to go in, the career you want to do, what you want to do in life, take some time to figure it out. Don't just go straight to college because either you want to get out the house and you're tired of being at home with your parents, or you just want to have a degree behind your name or whatever. Get into something that you're either good at or that you actually enjoy doing. I was good at hair and I actually enjoyed doing it. I just didn't enjoy, like I said, the late people or the no call, no shows. And then literally when I decided to go to school, that's when they came out with all of these policies and the apps and all of those things. So once they came out with those things, because I'm a very on-time person, I'm very precise in my whole career, my whole 6-year career of doing hair, licensed hair, I was only late 4 times, and I didn't come in twice. So, but I, accommodated my clients effectively. Like, I have a good reputation for my, I have a good reputation for my clients for doing hair. So, but anyways, I said it to say, take your time. Don't allow nobody to push you into something or rush you, especially not in this day and time. You really don't have to be pressured or rushed into something because there's so many ways to make money. I would just lay low and, do whatever you feel like you can do for the moment until you actually figure it out. Don't get yourself in debt at an early age and you don't even work in the field later. That's just my little tip for y'all. Good night.